Good morning, everyone. This is Gail Dudley with your News in Motion. How are you today? How's everyone today? Today is Wednesday, November the 18th, 2020. Today is Wednesday, November the 18th, 2020. And we have some news. Good morning, Patricia, my sister. Good morning, Pastor Alex. How are you this morning? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Oscar. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, Leah. Good morning. Oscar, tell me if you're a pastor, because I want to make sure I'm addressing you correctly. Please let me know that. Good morning, Marion. Good morning, sister. How are you? What's going on, people? Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah Johnson and Deborah Sneed. I like when the two Deborahs come in at the same time. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Stephanie. How are you, girl? Good morning. Good morning. Wow, not for sure. I know we have people on here from all over, so not for sure what your weather is like. Good morning, Kelly Lee. But in Columbus, Ohio, we had some snow yesterday. It didn't stick or anything. Good morning, Michael Priestley. It didn't stick or anything, but it was just like, what? Get out of here. Good morning, Brenda Randleman. Good morning, Latrice Jones. Good morning, people. I like that. Good morning, family. I like that. Good morning, Davia. Good morning, Carolyn and Adrian and Karen. Wow, y'all all are awake. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If I sound a little slow this morning, I wasn't feeling too good yesterday, and it's done carried over to this morning. But hey, we got to push through, right? So good morning, Daniela. Good morning. Is it Danielle or Daniela? Please tell me. Good morning. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Yvonne. What's up, girl? Good morning. Good morning. Oscar said, good morning. No, I am not. I hear you. 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 It's funny in the midst of COVID-19 when you're not, you get the sniffles or cough. You're like, what is this? What's happening here? But I'm pushing through. I'm pushing through. I'm pushing through. All right, y'all, let's get to the news today. Danielle, thank you. Thank you. Because I was looking at that yesterday and I said, is that Daniela or Danielle? So thank you for that. I just missed somebody that came through. My apologies. Good morning, Angela. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's get to the news, everybody. Let's get to the news. First off, I want to share with you after speaking with, good morning, Kim Edmondson, after speaking with Demia when she was the one who gave the suggestion of doing a Friendsgiving. And, when she said it, I was like, okay, what you going to do with it? So this is what we're going to do. Please mark your calendars, everybody. Please mark your calendars for Monday, November 21st. Good morning, Dana. Monday, November 21st. We're going to do this at 6:30 p.m. If you're available and if you want to participate, we would do it on Zoom. Of course, you all bring your own dinner to the Zoom link, and we'll just spend like about 90 minutes just fellowshipping, eating, and that way we can actually have verbal conversation back and forth with each other. So if you are interested in doing that, again, that's going to be Monday, November the 21st at 6:30. This is where we will have our News in Motion Friendsgiving. It's a family opportunity to actually see each other face to face and to enjoy each other's contact and to be thankful to each other while we're in the middle of, blowing up the chat in a different way, having conversation. And just being able to see each other and not just their icon or not just hear me read back the link. Oh, is it the 23rd? Whatever that Monday is. You sure it's the 23rd? Whatever Monday is, that's the day it is. So thank you, Yvonne, for telling me that. So whatever Monday is, that's the date. That's the date. Maybe 45 would have conceded by then. Yeah, okay, Michael Priestley. I don't think that's happening. Good morning, Antoinette. So y'all mark your calendars for Monday. Yvonne is saying that's the 23rd. So mark your calendars for Monday. Thank you, Adrian. So it is the 23rd at 6:30. Now, if you want to participate, I don't want to just put the Zoom link on our thread here because, we just don't want anybody coming. But Yes, thank you, Jacqueline. But if you would inbox me your email address, good morning, Beverly, I will then send you the Zoom link when we send them out on Friday. So if you want to participate, and if you want to bring your family with you on a Zoom, do that. So just, to come and to have that conversation. You can email me. Yeah, you can email me that you want to attend to. Use my email address. I have so many. Use my email address, GED, that stands for Gail Elizabeth Dudley, at mimtoday.org. And that's GED at M as in Mary, I, M as in Mary, today.org. So we hope everyone will want to participate. We're really excited about it. Believe it or not, Demi and I were talking this morning, like at 6 o'clock this morning. So, hey, that's what we do. So we're just so excited. We're so excited to do this. So, all right, y'all, here's breaking news. The reason I get up so early, 4:30, 5 o'clock, is to see if any news adjusted or have moved. Breaking news, Pfizer is now 95% sure of their vaccine. It just came out this morning. They're saying that, and this is New York Times reporting. Good morning, Mary Jenkins. It says the drug maker Pfizer said this morning, that was literally just maybe 45 minutes ago, that its coronavirus vaccine is 95% effective and had no serious side effects. The first set of complete results from a late-stage vaccine trial as COVID-19 cases skyrocket around the globe. So that's looking very promising, but I'm going to still wait. If you get that email right, you deserve to be on Zoom. It's GED at, and that's G as in Gail, E as in Elizabeth, D as in Dudley, at M as in Mary, I, M as in Mary, today, TODAY.org. You send that to me, we'll get you the Zoom link for Monday. And y'all forgive me again for my voice. I am not feeling the greatest, but hey, we got to push through, right? All right, y'all, the coronavirus numbers in the U.S. Good morning, Philip. There are 11,697,469 confirmed cases. There are 254,291 deaths. There are 7,089,085 that have recovered. So let's continue to celebrate that recovery. Shout out to Pastor Annette Jackson, who did the research for me yesterday, and I was talking about the children. And she researched and provided the numbers of mortality for children with 42 states and New York City reporting. Children were 0.00% up to 0.21% of all COVID-19 cases out of the 11 million, with 0.15% that had mortality. And the American Academy of Pediatrics and the Children's Hospital Association states that hospitalization and death is uncommon in children. So we have that as well. Thank you, Kenya. Good morning, Dorothy. So those are the numbers for children. Again, thank you, Pastor Annette Jackson, for researching that for me and getting that to all of us this morning. All right, y'all, in the news, I promise y'all, this is the House of Cards season X or whatever you want to call it. Good morning, Shirley. And I'm giving this quote from Axios reporting. This is President Trump announced on Twitter Tuesday night that Christopher Krebs, y'all remember him? I gave I gave those numbers last week that there was zero fraud at all with the ballots. He was the head of the Department of Homeland Security, Cybersecurity, and Infrastructure. Y'all remember I gave that to y'all. He's been fired effective immediately. That's what happened. He actually went on Twitter and fired him. And I'm just like, where are we? What's happening right now? Fired him because of him doing his job. Because of him doing his job. All right, then we have Wayne County. Y'all, this is Detroit. This is the Black Mecca in Detroit, in Michigan. Then we have this. We have, y'all gotta forgive me. They first blocked it. And as soon as they blocked it, everybody was talking about Michigan and Wayne County yesterday. As soon as they blocked it, these are two Republicans who blocked it. The occupant went to Twitter. Good morning to my brother Liz Pryor. The occupant went to Twitter to praise them, saying, wow, this is his quote on Twitter. Wow, Michigan just refused to certify the election results. Having courage is a beautiful thing. The USA stands proud. And it wasn't but a little bit after that, in a late night twist, shall we say, the Wayne County Board of Canvassers unanimously agreed to certify the results. So I haven't seen a tweet from him since then. And so I believe the heat was turned up because many people were going on video. They weren't on Twitter. They were going on video. They were doing TikTok. They were doing Snapchat. That's still a thing. They were doing YouTube videos. These were voters saying, no, you are not going to just disenfranchise my vote. Y'all, this is true voter suppression in action. They were like, okay, so y'all voted. We didn't like how you vote, so we're going to block this. But there was so much pressure from the residents. And y'all, that's what we needed. They weren't out there on the streets during coronavirus. They were taken to social media doing videos. They weren't even typing. They were doing videos saying, no, I'm going to be counted. A couple things I want to share with this morning. Number one, here are some of the reasons why people choose not to vote. Because what happened, what tried to happen yesterday is the exact thing that people are saying, I'm not doing this because my vote doesn't matter anyway. But I loved, and this is the part that I loved, and forgive me for saying it this way, and I hope you don't take this wrong, but you actually hear what I'm saying. I love the fact that our Caucasian brothers and sisters stood up. They stood up. They said, no. Wayne County is the largest Black county of voters, and their voices will be heard, and we're standing with them. There was one gentleman, I was catching a snippet on MSNBC with Chris Hayes last night, and I did not catch his name, but they were showing his video. In his video, he straight out called them racist. He straight out called them wrong. He straight out called them that everyone's going to know your name. He continued to call both of their names over and over and over throughout the video. He told them their voices matter, their voices count, and you need to reconvene your meeting and fix this. So many people were coming out yesterday saying that is not okay. Y'all, that's taking a stand. That's taking it further. And we have to assure people when we see things like that, y'all, we can't sit back and just talk about it. We have to come out and say, no, this is not okay. And here are the reasons why it's not okay. And we cannot be afraid of that at all. We cannot be afraid of that. So they late night, I believe it was something like 9:30, it turned around last night. So that's what happened. And they do have to do an audit. The Secretary of State's Department, they will do an audit to make sure and to secure that certification of those votes. And here's the other thing. The current occupant lost in Michigan by over 146,000 votes cast against him. That's how many he lost. So it wasn't like 46,000. It wasn't even 6,000. It was over 146,000 votes over that. All right, y'all, and this is cracking me up, y'all. This is cracking me up. I see y'all still coming in. Good morning, Michelle. This is cracking me up. The top staffer for Georgia Secretary of State came out and said, hello, I was on the line. I was on the phone. So number one, I have to give credit to the Secretary of State of Georgia who said, I'm going to need you to get on the phone. Lindsey Graham calling, I'm going to need you to get on the phone. So he came out and said, hello, I'm on the line. I can hear you. I know what's happening. I'm actually dictating everything you say. I'm actually hit the record button, so I'm hearing you. So don't come out and say you didn't say these things. I am convinced that we need to have a recount in South Carolina between Lindsey Graham and Jamie Harrison. There's something not right. He was too easy. He made that just too easy. Like, I'm going to just call him up and say, isn't there any way you can toss these things out? What? So we need to really check. Somebody should really push that. That will stop all the craziness. If we start calling other people saying, we need to see a recount over here. That will change. All right, y'all. I'm being real silly because I'm not really feeling great, but being real silly. Remember when we were kids, we would like say, there's a fight, there's a fight. Everybody would come around with the fight. Well, y'all, Sherrod Brown and Dan Sullivan was about to throw down in the chambers yesterday. Sherrod Brown called out the senator from Alaska, Dan Sullivan, asking him, like, where's your mask? He's like, where's your mask? Where's your mask? This is a health concern. Why we have Glassy who just tested positive of COVID-19 and you're not wearing a mask? They were going at it. So here's how Sullivan responded. Sullivan said, I don't need your instructions. And Sherrod Brown was like, he came from behind the podium, like, what? Like, I was watching this, I was like, this is really happening. This is really happening right now. This is really happening right now. So if they're not wearing masks, the followers are not wearing masks. And we have to do something. Yeah, to me, that's our senator. Sherrod Brown is Ohio's senator. He's a Democrat. And then Dan Sullivan is Alaska Republican. But seriously, he and Sherrod Brown did not back down at all. He was talking about the health concern and what's going on and everything that's happening. But it's like it didn't matter. And the guy didn't put his mask on either. Good morning, John. The guy didn't put his mask on either. But Sherrod Brown was like, this is a health issue and you're not wearing a mask? And then I don't know who he's talking to off to his right, but he was saying, these people over here can't speak. But he was saying, but I'm speaking for all these people. So whoever was in the chamber, Sherrod Brown was saying, you're wrong. You're wrong. And we have people in the chamber who have now tested positive. Do y'all know Grassy, he is the second oldest senator and he tested positive. He tested positive for COVID-19 and they're still in there not wearing masks. Love your neighbor. Didn't we talk about this yesterday? As yourself. If you're not wearing your mask, first of all, you don't love yourself. And second of all, you're not loving your neighbor. Seriously, people, something's wrong here. But Sherrod Brown wasn't having it yesterday. All right, y'all, I just need to throw these numbers out here for you all to look at it. These are the people who voted. This is a group of people who voted for the current occupant a second time. And I want to talk just briefly about white women. In 2016, 47% of white women voted for Trump. Y'all, in 2020, that number increased to 55%. That number increased. And many who live in the suburbs. These were the same women who were coming out behind in support, supposedly, of Black Lives Matter. These were the same women who said that he was wrong not to talk about, to inform us about the coronavirus as soon as he received it. They were furious when Bob Woodward came out with his book. They were upset. They were on television. They were talking. They were doing all types of things, talking about they were supporting Joe Biden and they were supporting Kamala Harris and they were supporting. Yet, his percentage increased from 47% to 55% from 2016 to 2020. Who's lying? Who's lying? Now it's going to be difficult for us, and I know there's white women who watch this as well. It's going to be difficult for those of us who are saying enough with these shenanigans. It's going to be difficult for us to say, do we believe them? Do we believe them? Do you really have my back or not? What is this? What is this? Are they all Emily Murphys? Is that who we're dealing with? But y'all, that's a serious number. Don't worry, I'm getting with black men tomorrow because those numbers are bothersome to me. But I wanted to talk about the white women who stood up. These were the women who locked arms in Portland, Oregon, y'all. When I was looking at the research, I said, wait a minute, they were locking arms. They were being the firewall in Portland, Oregon. So what is happening? You're right, Mary Jenkins, know them by their fruit. So there's a level of, I will cry with you, act like you, but you're right. So it makes us just wonder, where are we today with this? Where are we today with this? But when I was going through the different reports, I'm thinking, so you're lying to me? You're faking it? You don't mean it? You really don't think my life matters? You're really okay with the man that says, I just grab him by the... You're okay with the 3 wives and then the one you paid for to get your groove on, or whatever it is you were doing? What is this? What is this? So it's going to create a lack of trust. So when we're having that across the table conversation, and they're like, yeah, I'm with you. You're sitting there going, really? Are you? And forgive me for not believing you, but statistics shows that it went from 47% in 2016 to 55% in 2020. So what is it? What is it? And don't give me that one issue, because the Bible I read, if we're a Christian, it talks a whole lot of things. Number one, he's a liar. Liar's not getting in. Habitual liar at that, he's not getting in. How many wives? The criminal activity, and the list goes on. Good morning, Zelray. The list goes on. All right, stimulus update. There is none. I just wanted to tell y'all. I just wanted to say it. Stimulus update. There's none. Top Democrats and Republicans on Capitol Hill have not met for weeks when it comes to stimulus. They're just not talking about it. Not at all. Their current proposal is $500 billion from the GOP and $2.2 trillion from the Democrats. They're not even in the same ballpark. So they're not even having a conversation. So y'all, on this holiday, I'm back to this. On this holiday, whatever this holiday looks like for you, I'm back to the fact that we have people who are facing foreclosure, who are facing eviction, who are facing homelessness, who are still in the middle of food insecure, who lack of transportation, probably lack of medication, and the list goes on. And we can come up and say, here, they can call these people, but if they don't even have the resources to call anybody or to tweet anybody or to text anybody or to do anything, we need to really start praying for these individual people who have children, people who they can't get a job. They can't even pay for childcare. They can't even pay for things. Y'all, this is why we have to continue to use our voices and use our platforms to do our best to reach people. We may not reach them exactly, but maybe when we will reach somebody who knows people who can say, hey, here are some resources. They showed the lines in Texas for those lining up just to get milk. The lines were 4 miles long. 4 miles long to get milk. They were running out of gas waiting in line to get milk. Y'all, there's a real issue. There's a real issue. And so we have to say, come on, release this money. Release this money. And this money, y'all, is taxpayers' money. It's our money that we put in. It's to release this money. There's more we need to do. And we're doing it. I believe we're doing it, but there's such a greater picture out there. There's such a greater picture out there. Just yesterday when I was going down High Street in Central Ohio, in the broad daylight, I saw people lying on benches. I saw a woman with a child lying on a bench with her cart. Y'all know me. I'm not supposed to stop, but I did anyway. Here's some food. Was this at Trader Joe's? Here, be blessed. And the smile on their face. So y'all, if y'all see anything, keep some extras in your car. Keep some extra stuff in your car. And you be smart, but use wisdom. You know, there's people out there that plays the game and they do tricks. And it's hard to separate. But if your heart is leaning that way, use wisdom and do what you think is best. But no, there's no deal. There's no deal at all. There's no deal. But yet they're getting paid. They're flying their own private jets. They're flying first class. They're living in these $2-3 million mansions. They have 4, 5, 6, 7 homes. There's so much that they have. And I don't hate them for having what they have, but make sure you're reaching back, especially when you're saying you're a follower of Jesus. Come on, seriously? He would give them his last. So we need to really deal with this. We really need to deal with this. So you may think I'm beating a dead horse like I was with voting. I'm going to beat this dead horse. There are people that are food insecure. There are people who are lying on concrete benches and their clothes are soiled. There are children without diapers. We got to do something. We got to do something. There are women who can't even get their mammograms because they don't even have transportation. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. There could be women on the street that have breast cancer. There could be women and men on the street that have cancer. There could be men and women who have diabetes and they're not sure why they're going into this diabetic coma. That there's something we have to do. I'm telling you, I'm going to give me the run in a minute because I'm really tired of what I'm seeing. The more that I research, some have gone from 6-figure incomes to nothing. You're exactly right. And y'all, we got to stop saying, wow, they just lost everything. We don't know their story. The only story we can communicate is our own story. So let's start again. We did it. I said this yesterday. I'll say it again. We've done it. We've done it to where we've talked about people in the company of other people. And when those people in that circle begin to lose things, they're not going to be honest with you because they remembered how you talked about so-and-so. So they don't want to be on the chopping block. They don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to be talked about. Come on, let's be honest. We didn't talk about people. They got their car repoed. They didn't have no business driving that Range Rover in the first place. Maybe the time they got the Range Rover, they could afford it. Ever thought about that? They had no business living in such and such district in the first place. They didn't need that 6-bedroom house in the first place. You don't know what they needed. Maybe their home was being used for ministry. Maybe they opened their home to people who had an illness or a medical condition or whatever. Maybe they were fostering children. Maybe they just didn't tell you all their business. But yet we chastise them. We hate on them. And part of our hate is because we're jealous because they got it and we didn't. So they're not sharing with us that they have needs. So we have to reverse that conversation and let people know, just tell me. It's safe with me. Matter of fact, I'm going to just watch you. You don't even have to tell me. I'm going to just bless you. I'm going to use my spirit of discernment to see if you're in need. And if so, let's bless each other. Yeah, we got to stop being judgmental. Yeah, people only know what they think they see. That's right. And it's like, what do I see through my lens? We need to get into the shoes of someone else and look through their lens and say, now what do I see? What do I see now? What do I see now? And so many of us, because we flaunt certain things that we have and we do, people are trying to, we talk about keeping up with the Joneses, but there's another side to keeping up with the Joneses. If I don't keep up with you, if I don't perpetrate, or if I don't live the way I think you want me to live. Now, part of that's, that person's challenge as well. But we put so much pressure on one another. I didn't mean to go through all this. We put so much pressure on one another that we somewhat push people, especially if they have any form of insecurity, into where we think they need to be. So now they're living somewhere where they can't even live. They can't do it. We can't do it. You can't do it. We'll never know. A lot of people will suffer in silence because of what they witness us to do. I agree with you, Latrice. I agree. Are we flaunting or just living? I missed some of that, Demia. So y'all, and no judgment. I'm not judging anybody either, but I'm just hearing people say, I just don't want to bother anybody. I don't want anybody to know my story, or this is what happened when I shared with my best friend this. It's sad, y'all. It's sad. It is sad. It is sad. All right, let me keep going. Y'all, Hes Rusty and they lost. Hes Rusty and they lost. AP is reporting that the president's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, here he is, showed up some rust returning to the courtroom as an attorney for the first time in decades as he tried to make a stand in Pennsylvania for Trump. Actually, they just threw, the court was like, get on up out of here. He was making up stuff. They said the the attorney who was in the court chambers with him said that he wasn't even organized. He didn't even know what he was talking about. He wanted to throw stuff out. He wanted to put stuff back in. The judge was just like, we're done here. I see no fraudulent votes. So have a nice day. So that happened, y'all. So for the win, y'all, we have Christopher Krebs for the win. Yeah, we do. We have him. He sent a lovely tweet in response to Donald Trump. He says, and I quote, he says, honored to serve. We did it right. He goes on with his tweet that says, defend today, secure tomorrow. Then he did hashtag protect 2020. Someone shared yesterday on BBC News. Now, see, he's not thinking. Now that Christopher Krebs is out, he can say whatever he wants to. He can tell us everything he knows. It's like, you didn't think about that occupant, did you? All right. Speaker Pelosi tweeted that Christopher Krebs is a deeply respected cybersecurity expert who worked diligently to safeguard our elections. Instead of rewarding this patriotic service, the president has fired Director Krebs for speaking truth to power and rejecting Trump's campaign of election falsehoods. So thank you, Nancy Pelosi, for speaking up. Y'all, my inspirational message is going to be real quick. Integrity. I think about Brad Raffensperger, and I think about Christopher Krebs. That's integrity. Y'all, if we operate in integrity, if we would speak truth to power in all things, imagine what this world would look like. So how important is your integrity to you? How important is your integrity to you? How important is your integrity to you? All right, y'all, don't forget Monday, go ahead and put on your calendar, 6:30. We're going to do it by Zoom. We're going to do a News in Motion Friendsgiving. We're going to do a News in Motion Friendsgiving. We're family. For once, we can actually interact. For those of you who are available, please join us. Please just send an email, and my email is somewhere in the thread. Send an email to me. Say, hey, I want to participate so I can get your email, and we will send you out the Zoom link. We're just going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. Bring your mimosa, spiked or not. Bring your wine or beer, bring your food, brown bag. Just join us on Zoom for about 90 minutes of laughter, conversation, just relaxing and enjoying ourselves. So that will be Monday, November the 23rd at 6:30. At 6:30. So please join us with that. All right, y'all, Thanksgiving. I'm not going to be on here Thanksgiving. Y'all don't give me a day off, right? So Thanksgiving. So just know there will not be any News in Motion on Thanksgiving. There will not be any News in Motion on Thanksgiving. I did hear from a few of our college students who want to intern. So I will start doing some interviews with them, meeting with them on Friday. So thank you. Again, if you have a college student who's either into journalism or the School of Communications, they can send me their resume. We'll set up a time to speak with them, and they can come on here and host the news on live, or they could do writing and so forth. Take Thursday and Friday. I'm actually thinking about that, Demi. I actually thought about it. So right now it's just going to be Thursday, but it may be Thursday and Friday. All right, y'all. Tomorrow we have a list. I have a countdown tomorrow. You shouldn't be here. I'm not going to be here on Thanksgiving. I promise you. I'll be here tomorrow, but not next week, not Thanksgiving. Nope. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. Y'all stay safe out there. Practice social distancing. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Be smart. Do all that you do. Y'all think about those people who are out there or who are alone. Say a prayer for them. Then also put feet to action and do life with them, however that looks like for you. I'm Gail Dudley with your News in Motion. Until tomorrow, 7:25 right here. Peace out.